Welcome to the Money Manifestation Mastery Podcast with your host, Lara Waldman, where we talk all things money. Big money, big purpose, big power. Waking up your wealth for heart-centered business owners and entrepreneurs. In today's episode, I'm going to share my powerful money manifestation mastery process to help you embody your wealth. This is going to stop you leaking your energy, giving your power away, waiting and hoping for someday, and remembering the creative power that lies within you. I'm going to help you to become a money manifestation master. Let's go. In the last episode, I introduced you to future wealthy you. And we also connected to present day you and saw the difference, right? From the loving witness, from the neutral observer, you were able to start to see the difference between your present day version of yourself and the financial reality that you've created or unconsciously created, and future wealthy you, who you are becoming. In today's episode, I'm going to teach you how to embody your wealth, which is a process of bridging the gap between future wealthy you and present day you. Manifestation mastery happens by waking up the wealth that actually lives inside of you now. I see this like a seed of consciousness that is here, right now. Within a seed lies the consciousness of growth. That seed knows what to become. That seed simply needs the right environment in which to grow and thrive, blossom and become. And you are similar to that seed. I want to connect you now to that wealth seed that lies within you. This lives inside of your body, right here, right now. The mind will have you future tripping, obsessing about the future, thinking about the past, but very rarely are you fully in the present, right here, right now. And the interesting thing about that is your creative power is accessed in the present, right here, right now. And that's the very place that we all avoid. Embodying your wealth is about understanding that what you long for, what you're looking for, what you're hoping for, starts within you. It's an inner game process. It's an inner activation. And yes, you co-create your future reality, but you start now. So yes, you have a desired outcome for your future, but you start building your future now, in the present. We are about to go deep diving into a place and a space that I like to call your wealth cave within. Now, this is a place and a space that most people will avoid, that most people don't want to go anywhere near. And for most people, if they start to feel like they're about to dip their toe in, they'll run a mile. And I discovered this space the hard way. Trust me, I didn't want to go in here either. My life circumstances, in a way, forced me here. I learned this step, embody your wealth, from learning how to navigate pain, shame, and challenges in my life. I wanted to avoid this space as much as everybody else, but somehow my path led me here. And isn't it interesting that sometimes the very thing we fear, the very thing that we avoid, is the very thing that's holding the key, the gold, the wealth. Embodying your wealth is about understanding that the wealth that you long for and the wealth that you seek, that you project outside of yourself, that you see in the world around you, that you want, that you're trying to chase, that you're trying to get, that you're hustling for, that you're working hard for, starts inside of you. Now, I understand that your mind may not fully get it. And so we get to work with that beautiful mind, hold the mind. And I'm going to talk to your body now. I'm going to talk to your heart now. And I'm going to talk to your soul now. Because this part of you knows. You've been taught to give your power away. You've been taught that you don't hold any value. You've been taught to not listen to yourself. You've been taught to ignore your instincts. And with this process now, Embody Your Wealth, we're going to do just the opposite. This is a coming home to a depth, to a knowing, into a part of yourself that you separated from a long time ago. There is a place within you that you have access to that's extraordinarily powerful. A creative power that lives inside of you. The hearth of this creative center I experience around the pelvis, this sacral area. Your energetic womb, if you will. Now, this is an essential space and place to reconnect to reclaim, in order to embody your wealth. And it's an essential step to money manifestation mastery. But your mind and your current way of thinking will get a little bit confused. So we need to hold that beautiful mind, that beautiful brain of yours, as we dive deep in. You are a co-creator. From what I see and know, you co-create between your inner world and your outer world. Your body is connected to the planet. Your heart is connected to humanity. Your soul is connected to all of life. There is an interconnection here that you've simply disconnected from. In order to reconnect and reclaim the part of you that is a natural creator, that is a money manifestation master, to remember this part of you means sifting through and moving through what I lovingly call your money blocks or your money mess. Because the gateway into embodying your wealth is the very thing that you will avoid at all cost, unless you work with it really consciously and mindfully. And that's pain. Pain can be a portal to prosperity if you work with it consciously and mindfully. In order to embody your wealth, to come home, to connect to the part of you that has the power to create, means moving through pain and feeling feelings that you don't want to feel. And this is why most people stay disconnected, stay in separation. Now, when you're in disconnection from yourself and in separation, that creates a lot of results in your life. It keeps us overthinking, worrying too much, lots of anxiety, but also keeps you in a place of hustle, of forcing, overworking, of needing to prove your worth. And although you can create results from that place, they come at a cost. And that doesn't mean, as a money manifestation master, you don't work hard, but it comes from a different place. When we're in separation, we create from lack, from scarcity, from not enough, hustling to get an external result, hoping that or thinking that that external result is going to fill that void. And unfortunately, that void cannot be filled by things. It may be temporarily satiated, but you'll keep chasing your tail, keep longing, keep wanting more and more and more, because you can't fill the void from that place. And you will know this if you've had any experience with addiction, with overeating, with overdrinking, with drugs, with sex addiction, too much social media, all the avoidance techniques and strategies that you use to self-soothe, avoid, or self-sabotage. So what stops you from embodying your wealth is pain avoidance. Essentially, not wanting to feel the feelings of pain, of shame, of lack, of not enough, not good enough, sadness, grief, anger, feeling alone, that deep, dark void, that deep, dark pit that lies within. And so you keep spinning your wheels and chasing your tail and overworking and hustling and forcing and fighting, proving your worth, searching outside of yourself, hoping, praying. But it's never going to be enough. And it's never going to get you what you want, not what you truly want. I'm all about you experiencing the life that you truly desire in your physical life, in your physical reality. It's really important. But we want to make sure that you are fed and nourished on a deep foundational level. Because money can't feed you by itself. We want you to be well fed and to feel wealthy, to know your wealth from a deeper and richer place. And this will allow you to create in your life, in your business, in your finances, in a way that truly nourishes you and feeds you and fulfills you and brings you into greater connection, intimacy that you truly long for. And it wakens you up to levels of pleasure and love that you didn't even know existed. But the challenge is going through the pain portal to prosperity that will allow you to embody your wealth, to come home to your true creative power, to come home to you. So the very thing you've been avoiding usually holds the key to what it is that you want. I call this the wealth cave within. We're scared to go into the darkness. We're scared to go into the unknown. We don't know what lives in there. And there may be something terrifying lurking in the shadows. But when you can hold a safe space and be held in a safe space, to reconnect to yourself, to come home to that wealth within. Slowly but surely, one step at a time, you start to realize that that scary beast that lived in the darkness is actually the key to your wealth. It's your creative power, and it's calling you home. So, embodying your wealth is a deep diving, rich experience. And it's a process of waking up the wealth that is ready and waiting for you right here, right now. It's calling you home into connection, deeper levels of connection. But it means facing your greatest fears that mostly I've found are smoke and mirrors. Occasionally, your fears manifest themselves, but a lot of the energy, the emotional, mental energy we use to avoid and sabotage is actually smoke and mirrors. But your beautiful brain and your default reactions will tell you a very different story. And so this is the importance of connecting to that future wealthy you and letting that part of you be your guide. But we have to start here, right now. And we start to bridge the gap to understand that that wealthy life, that future wealthy you that you long for, lies within you now as a seed of consciousness. And you need to reclaim this part of you, reconnect to this part of you, befriend this part of you, and start to embody them now. But your whole default protection system will stop you from doing that. And this is why it's a discipline, it's a practice, it's a daily practice that requires focus and determination to stay present with it. Because as we're moving through and navigating back home through your body, you're going to feel something that seems like pain. But it's the old. I call it defrosting. It's the old defrosting, melting away as you come to life and remember who you truly are. And you, my friend, are extraordinary and incredibly powerful, but you've been hiding a part of yourself that actually hurts you and harms you. And so it's essential to reclaim this part of you now. The part of you that is powerful, that is a creator, that knows how to manifest, that knows how to consciously create with life, with the universe, with the planet, with humanity. This part of you knows that you're not separate and longs to come home, longs to come back into connection, longs to create, longs to play, longs to explore. And when you embody your wealth, you wake up to new levels of pleasure through your body, through your business, through your bank account. Pleasure is also a portal to prosperity, but more on that in another episode. So the process with Embody Your Wealth is to connect to future wealthy you and bring them home and wake up that wealth that lies within you now. To remember that part of you that you cut off from a long time ago. And start a process of reconnecting, of remembering, and building safety to really be here, to allow all of you to be here in your life, in your business, and in your bank account. Money manifestation mastery is a process of coming home, waking up that wealth that lives inside of your beautiful body. And as you reclaim and reconnect to yourself through your body, that ripples out into your business, it ripples out into your bank account. That heart, body, soul wisdom ripples out into all of life and all of the lives that you touch. And this process is what grows you into an incredible leader, business owner, service provider, friend, lover, human being. Imagine the impact that you make when you're deeply connected and rooted in your wealth. Heart, body, and soul aligned. So please know that embodying your wealth is a process. It requires safety and patience, kindness. Some things you'll be ready to shift and change and embody now, and there'll be some things that are going to take you time to build that safety and trust. I liken it to walking on broken glass. If you go slowly on broken glass, it's possible not to cut your feet. It's possible for it not to hurt even. But you need to go slowly and mindfully, one step at a time. Slow, steady, sustainable will get you those results, one step at a time. Thank you for joining us for today's episode, Embody Your Wealth. If you are ready to dive even deeper into this world of wealth, learn how to become a money manifestation master, then I'd love to invite you to a very powerful upcoming event, the Living Abundance Wealth Retreat. This is my free online event for big-hearted entrepreneurs just like you. Visit my website, larawaldman.com, via the show notes below, and book your place now. And I look forward to being with you next time for another episode of the Money Manifestation Mastery podcast. See you then.